pleased to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Left, Elliott. Room here to run. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Here's Elliott. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Here's Rawls. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Rawls. 75 yards. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll run it with Lacey. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacy with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And some space here. And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Marshall. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Give to Elliott running left. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He juked him, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On second down, Rawls. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Wilson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. He gets away from one. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
First down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They start on the ground with Rawls. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So the D-line's going to spread out. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. Whoosh. And now running right through it. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. First down, this is Rawls. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here's Procise, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 1st down, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. Oh, spinning away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. I call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that. because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off the fake to Lacy. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Lacy gets the handoff from Wilson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run it again with Lacy. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And tough starting field position here. They start on the ground with Elliott. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Second down now after the incompletion. The play fake to Lacey. Now this is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Out to the right here to Wilson. That goes for a gain of 31.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Wilson on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So a 3rd and 8. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin the drive with Lacey. Showed off the power, but not much room to run. Brought down at the 5. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson lets this one rip toward and now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep him cranking high right here.
On 2nd down, Elliott down right around the 25. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And here's Marshall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Stephen Paya in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Toss left to Elliott. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Akeem Ayers in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
To return, this is Doug Baldwin. Dances by him. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They stay on the ground, rolls again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.